All right, true believers, here we are. They are predicting 90,000 Bitcoin by the end of this week, even though it's shorts get wrecked Friday. So maybe we're talking about Sunday night while we're out celebrating Halloween. People will be stuffing their bags full of crypto. Also, Ethereum has a rally, and it's starting to show a very bullish sentiment where it could double in very, very short order. Now, is that going to happen? I don't know. Everything's about to get crazy. We know it's coming. We know that it's getting there. But when we see it, I don't know. I'm going to assume it's after Friday night because here we are again. Shorts get wrecked Friday. So let's see what happens. This is not financial advice, but I'm always right.
I'm married to the music like more to be on bricks. Even my lady call herself a side chick. I'm popping up like over red and vodka on the flame conscious.
All right, guys, if you want evidence that things are getting serious, the market cap is $2.727 trillion. That's up 3.5% to the previous day. 24-hour trading volume is 129 billion. My apologies. But what that means to you, the investor, is that money's coming in. Money's not going out, which is a great sign. That means that people are starting to accumulate, and your tether number is still sitting real high at $70 billion right now. If that drops to 60, then it's going to get real serious around here real quick. If you look at Solana's up 10%. If you look at Bitcoin, it's up 5%. This is in the 24-hour window, by the way. Ethereum's up 3.2%. So you're starting to see these things start to play out. Here was your low over here on Ethereum, and now you are trending upward. Any moment now, you could see that parabolic sort of liftoff that says, hey, we're moving on to phase 2, and altcoin season is about to start. Polkadot is up 3.2%. And as you go down this list, you're going to start to see it. You're going to start to see it. You're going to start to see it. Shiba is down 2.8%, but it's up 40% over the course of the last 7 days. And that was because Saturday started a very quick and parabolic move by it to go up from, I think it was around 2,600 to over 4,000 by the time it was done yesterday. Now, we're dealing with a little drawback, but it seems like it's going to be staying up pretty high. But what's the one that I keep telling you about? The one that I keep telling you about, the one that I told you at the beginning of October. What was it? That's right. It was Phantom. So what to do about Phantom? Now, when we started, Phantom was trading at 223. And I said, you know what? This is one of those moments where you want to pick up some Phantom because it's going to be a good one. Because it's Halloween. And obviously, things on Halloween will start to move. So where is Phantom today? Here we are at 291. So that's 70 cents based off 223. That means that Phantom was up as a fairly safe, solid top 30 investment. You would have had about a 30% return over the course of this month. So your 10,000 would now be 13,000. Hope you got in, because I did. Moving on. All right, guys. New tokens coming. It's a very short time now before it starts to launch, and you're going to see it. But the important thing, Phantom is now trading in DEX tools. I told you at the beginning of the month that you needed to have a bag in it. I hope you listen to me. Now, let's move on. Hokk trading at 58.63. That is a pullback of about 7%. And that pullback just happened in the last few hours. When I woke up, it was about 65. So this is where you've got yourself a little bit of correction. And this is, quite honestly, a great buy opportunity for somebody. If you are looking to get into something, anything, here is a great opportunity for you to make an entry point into Hokk. Moving on. All right, guys, Sanshu trading at 36.50. That's down 17%. Obviously, when you look at the chart here, you broke the channel just a little bit. It dropped down for one moment to about 2,100. Otherwise, it's been a slow up and down movement towards the downside. That looks like something to be alarmed about, but let's remember where we are right now, what the time of the year is. This is about to take off, and this turns out to be one of those great entry points where anybody who's looking to make a move or to make a play, here is your chance. This is probably one of the only chances that you're going to get. It's a final opportunity to get on the train. Moving on. All right, Floki Vikings trading at 56.98. That's up 3% to the previous day. At one point, there was some trading around the 5,300 mark, which meant that was your opportunity to get in. Right now, you're sitting at 56.98. It's another opportunity to get in because the upside is going to be tremendous. You're about 20 points away. 20 points. You're about 2,000 points away from that top right now. And I expect, since there is a conference call coming in just a few hours, I think about 5 hours, 4.5 maybe, that's probably going to be a nice little run-up opportunity. You definitely can't beat it. And you're going to start to see a lot of movement to the upside very, very quickly with Floki, because Floki don't play. Moving on. Saitama Wolfpack, what can you say? 63.10, up 35%. Trading, 24-hour trading volume is $29.5 million. And the diluted market cap is now up to $6.3 billion. That puts you in some very rare company. Trading volume is a little bit down, but here we are coming into today, and you're starting to see it accumulate, and you're starting to see it go up. You see these big wicks down here? A lot of sell-off was happening at these points. This was just another accumulation phase for the next leg up. There was an accumulation phase, the next leg up. It just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. Saitama knows no quit. Moving on. Kishu trading at 36.64. That's down 7%, but that's really kind of up at the top end of the chart, which means that accumulation period continues and continues. Now, I think there's a lot more money to be had here, and I'm still bullish on Kishu. I believe that there is a tremendous and parabolic move that's going to happen in very short order, but we're going to have to start seeing some price action, because even if you're trading in the top part of this channel for the last couple of days, that channel is still trading sideways. So this is a great accumulation period, but it's also very, very spread out. There's a little bit going on here in the 36 level. There's a little bit going on here at the 3,000 level. We need to see that parabolic move, the start of something big, and not the big part being a big sell-off. Overnight was at 3,900. At one point it was over 4,000, but there's a lot of people trying to take a little bit of profit. So it's a great entry point, but it's probably your final chance to get in, because things are going to start picking up very, very, very quickly. Moving on. All right, StarLink troopers, you got a big pump up to over 18, almost 1,900 through the weekend. Just a couple of hours ago. Right now trading at 16.15. That's up 15% to the previous day. Trading volume is still in the 7 million range. Things are still going very active in this product. Your buy opportunities are ending right now. If I start to pull out here and I start to show you what this chart looks like, you're going to see there's a lot of upside up here. There's support for where they are right now, and it just gets higher and higher and higher. And we are getting close to launch point. And when this launch point happens, I think it's an open beta. If it's an open beta, then that means everybody can get in, and you're basically launched at that point. And that's going to be the end of the buy opportunity, because it's a fantastic game. Moving on. All right, boss token. Here we are. It looks like you broke a little bit of your support, down to 1402. It's down 10% to the previous day. If you look over here, I created some support channels here for you. And you're starting to fall below it, but guess what? There's a lot of tokens right now that are falling right below that support line. Don't worry about that. Don't sweat that. The volume's kind of low. It's only about $90,000 over the course of the last 24 hours. So that's what you would think of as just a little bit of sell-off, where people are moving on because the next big thing is coming up. The next big thing is coming up. But folks, Boss is a long-term hold. That's what Boss Track is all about. I think you saw the video from Zero Waiting yesterday. This is one of those opportunities for a buy-in that you don't get very often. So if you're down here and you're accumulating at the bottom, smart move. Moving on. All right, guys, I don't want to get off on a rant here, but let's follow some logic right now. This is the moment where crypto is reaching the last 4 months, maybe the last 5 months if we're lucky, but the last 4 months of the bull cycle. That being the case, there's going to be a lot of action that's going to happen in Bitcoin. There's going to be a lot of action that's going to happen in Ethereum. The action, however, is going to be in altcoins at this point. So what you need to do, what you should be doing, is looking to find some altcoins that you are very comfortable with putting some money in and waiting for that very public and parabolic sort of lift. Now, they're all going to have those moments all the way up and down the charts. What you're looking for is you are looking for something in the range of, and remember what the number is that you're looking for. The market cap on Bitcoin is 1.1 trillion, I believe, right about now, and folks, you're not getting there. Cardano would have to go 7x just to get into the realm of where Ethereum is, but you basically can barely even trade on Cardano. So let's put that aside for a little bit, and let's say that they've probably maxed out their price action. If they double, then those people's heads are going to spin and they're going to be feeling it because the money's already been made. So what you're looking at is you're looking down the chart and you're looking for things like what I called before, phantom. You're looking for a thing like that that has the opportunity, if it hits the same level that Cardano is at right now, and let's face it, there's actual trading going on there and there's trading volume. So if that happens, then you've got a 10x on phantom and your 10,000 becomes 100,000. Now, it's still early, so you're going down the chart and you're looking for a little bit more. You're looking for things like scale, SKL, that's a good one. You're looking for anchor, ANKR, it's another good one. Now, those market caps are trading around $1 billion right now. Now, if something were to happen during this parabolic movement and people get an inkling that anchor had just got $500 million in funding, or scale gets $500 million in funding, if things like that start to play themselves out and you start to see these big moves that happen, then that parabolic growth becomes exponential, because if you take that same $10,000 that you just put into those and that gets up to just where Cardano is, now you're looking at a 70x move. And those are the moments that you are going to have with life-changing money in this crypto space. Now, if you don't have a lot of money, then accumulate a lot of money. Make your plays. But here's the thing. You have to give it some time for these things to play out. Now, you might move on a token and nothing happens at first. But understand that your investments are meant to be long-term holds and long-term investments. You're not a day trader. You're not a swing trader. If you are, if you're convincing yourself that you are, then all you've done is convince yourself that you're an idiot, and I agree with you. The way that you're going to accumulate and the way that you're going to make this money is by holding on to these things as if they are oxygen. Don't let them go, and allow them a chance to accumulate for you. And if you do that, then everything's going to be beautiful by the time you get done. Will you be rich? Maybe not. You might not be, because it depends on where you're starting. But at the end of it, you're going to have more wealth than you had by far than when you started. And it's going to be because you did two things. You bought and you held. And that's going to be it. All you have to do is buy and hold, and stop overthinking your process. Find something that you're passionate about. Find something that you believe in, and then go in on it. Hedge your bets. Find a couple of them, because not every one of them pays off. But again, all you need in this altcoin season is for you to find a nice bunch of altcoins that you believe in at the low cap end of the spectrum. And I'm talking about after, if you go to CoinGecko or you go to CoinMarketCap, like after 100. If you go from 101 to 300, just go down the listings, start looking at coins, try to find something or tokens that have some sort of store value that you can see that you are into. Here's what you stay away from, because these are the final moments, and you're going to have time at the end for these final moments. Reflection. You're not worried about reflection. Rebasing. That's another hot word that came out just recently, and it doesn't mean anything. All it means is that the the token developer has created a DAO, and they're manipulating the market supply in order to get to a price where they feel comfortable that they can make a lot of money. This is not how you do business. That's silly. If you go to their website and you look at the token, and the token has absolutely no use other than large words that make no sense to you, or if you look at them, I mean, basically they start with an R. You might want to think about what it is that you're doing. This is not the time for that. The time for that comes a little bit later. That's coming towards the end. Right now, you're looking for real use cases. That's what altcoin season is. Now, when that altcoin season goes and it pops, you're going to have some money. Again, it may not be life-changing rich money, but it might be a good amount of money. Then you're going to take your money and you're going to go into these meme coins, and then you're going to find a couple of them that you believe is going to go parabolic, and then they will go parabolic. That's the way that this works. And when that happens, your life is forever changed. But you've got to play this the way that it's supposed to be played. Right now, the moves are in Bitcoin. Right now, the moves are in Ethereum, but they are very quickly going to become the moves to altcoin. And then after the altcoin, it's going to be the meme coin. So make your plays, make smart plays, hold until you make the money, exit from a good position where you've made a lot of money, and get ready for success. But you have to play the game the way the game is played. At least if you want to be that person that you desire to be at the end of it. That's all my time, guys. Let's have a good week and let's prosper, because it's going to get crazy.
Been around since the 80s and wasn't always cool, especially with the ladies. I was a damn fool. Dad was an alcoholic. Mama, she had to leave him. Grew up around the fighting, the fussing, cussing, and cheating. That's when I started breaking all of the rules, selling drugs and robbing people. I was kicked out of school. I was a bad kid, tearing shit up, sleeping on couches with 40 bottles and cigarettes.